Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the bi-weekly Public Council meeting for the town of Conception Bay South. A first for me in 16 years in municipal politics. I'm actually chairing the meeting. I think for the first time in a long time, both the mayor and the deputy mayor are not in attendance. One is flying out of the province and one is flying into the province. So myself and I guess the alternate deputy mayor, Hillier, are in charge of the ship for this evening. So we will begin with our normal agenda events. So the land acknowledgement. The town of Conception Bay South would like to respectfully acknowledge the territory in which we gather as the ancestral homelands of the Beothuk and the island of Newfoundland as the ancestral homelands of the Mi'kmaq and Beothuk. We also respectfully acknowledge Labrador as the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Innu of Nitassinan, the Inuit of Nunatsiavut, and the Innu of Nuutuavut. We strive for respectful partnerships with all peoples of the province as we search for collective healing and true reconciliation and honor this beautiful land together. Item number 2, the adoption of the meeting agenda. Be it so resolved that the agenda of the meeting for November 18th, 2025 be adopted as presented. Can I get a mover? Councillor Moores, seconder. Councillor Hardy. All in favour? Contrary mind? Motion carried. Item 3, adoption of meeting minutes. Be it so resolved that the minutes of the meeting of November 4th, 2025 be adopted as presented. Can I get a mover? Councillor Butler, seconder. Councillor Clooney, all in favour? Contrary mind? Motion carried. Under section 4, visitors' presentations, we have no special guests and no presentations. So I will probably just, we'll start our roundabout. And we'll start off with Councillor Hillier.
Yes, Your Worship, just something quick. I was up this way last week to pick up someone at the pool. When I pulled up in the parking lot, there were fire trucks everywhere. I think there were 3, maybe 4 trucks halfway up the hill, and I said, "Oh my geez, she's gone," right? But no, she wasn't gone. So I got up as close as I could, got out of the truck, walked up, and I could see something going on the baseball field. So when I finally got there, it was our crew were up training for the day on low-angle rescue. And I had a nice chat with them. I just want to commend them. It's a true part of the definition of professionalism to be out training and learning your craft as you get the opportunity to do so. So I just want to commend them on their work.
Thank you. Councillor Butler.
Thank you, Your Worship. I only have one thing to speak about tonight, and I know others may also speak about it, and that was the under-18 nationals. And I mean, to say this wasn't a success, it was unbelievable. The staff, the volunteers, the teams, the fans, the venues, Glacier and our arena, it was all just A+. It was wonderful to watch the games and the excitement and all the young women. And I won't say any more because I know people are going to say more also. Just want to say thanks to everybody. It was really enjoyable.
Thank you, Councillor Butler. Councillor Hardy.
Thank you, Your Worship. Just a couple of quick things tonight. Again, certainly going to speak about the U18 female nationals. Championship game, we came just short with Team Quebec. Excellent game. Fans were into it. I think we blocked the stadium. I think this is the first time the national tournament has ever sold out in tickets at one of their events. So I think it just goes to show what's happening in female hockey and what the town of Conception Bay South and all the surrounding communities are looking forward to. It was also history in the making for the Team Atlantic team, getting a silver medal. I don't know if they've ever been on it, and obviously we're all shooting for gold. Just came up a little bit short, but their goalie, Hurley, she stood on her head. She had a lot of shots on her. Me being a goalie mom, I was sitting close to her mom. So it was a real good day. Every one of the girls on the team did everything they could for that game, and I think hopefully they're stung that day, but hopefully their heads are proud now, because I think what they were able to do for Team Atlantic certainly was shown on the ice that day. So thank you, Your Worship.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Moores.
Thank you, Mayor Tilley. Thank you. Under 18 female nationals, it was phenomenal. I watched, I think, 2 or 3 games in Mount Pearl and 2 or 3 games in CBS, and the crowds that came out to watch, and the level of female hockey, it was better than what I ever anticipated. I loved the hockey. I loved the fans. I loved how rough it was. I just loved it. And I loved that the refs weren't calling everything. And to put the first time ever, Ontario didn't have a team in the championship game. And that says a lot. It says a lot for the development of hockey all across Canada. And the fact that Team Atlantic got a silver medal is something to be very proud of, and I think they should be very proud. And huge congrats to everyone, and especially all of our town rec staff, because everything ran so smoothly, and the number of people that said to me, this is the best rink on the islands, the best, I'm like, yes, we know it is, it's phenomenal, and it's all because of the great staff that we have. So congrats to everyone. A few recreation things. We are looking for people now to be on the Winterfest committee, and Winterfest this year is February 6th to 13th. So if anyone's interested, all the information's on the town's website to email to be involved. The Santa Claus Parade is coming up December 6th at 10 a.m. and the tree lighting ceremony is that same day at 4 p.m. at the town hall. If you are still interested in being in the Santa Claus Parade, you still have time. November 28th is the deadline to register, and the application is on the town's website. So lots of exciting things coming up for Christmas in CBS, so make sure you stay tuned to the town's website for all that information. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Moores. Councillor Clooney.
I'd also like to give a shout out to the hockey players and the sponsors for the Under 18 Women's National Championship hockey tournament. And we had a great turnout, and it was an honor for us to join Mount Pearl in hosting the games here in CBS. I just want to remind you, on December 1st will be the first evening for the lighted walk at Manuel's River. So just want people to remember that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Barrett.
Thank you, Your Worship. Temporary worship, whatever we'll call you this evening.
Call me whatever you want.
But yeah, certainly a couple of busy weeks, these past couple of weeks with the rec opportunities and some budget momentum. And I guess my comments are kind of coalescing to the same thing. Obviously, as we all said, the under 18 tournament was incredible. Such great hockey, and super exciting to see the hometown crowd with Team Atlantic making it to the gold medal game. And I know we've all chatted about what a resounding success that's been, but I also wanted to mention just this tournament is really an accumulation of all the work that we've been doing over the past couple of years, that staff have been doing to really position our facilities for success at the national and even international stage. And over the past couple of years, we've gotten a few of these key tenets, providing professional opportunities for our residents, entertainment opportunities. And I think it was so exciting. And there's other things that are more private events for functions and whatnot that certain sectors host. But this has been a very public-facing event that I know we've all been proud of, and I think it's the first of many. And I think it's super exciting for us as a town because obviously it increases our revenue, but it also provides a lot of opportunities for our residents. And so it's very, I think we're all very proud of what we accomplished up there. I know the feedback from Hockey Canada has been incredible, and hopefully we'll see them up at the rink again in the next few years. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you, Your Worship.
Thank you, Councillor Barrett. And I'm just going to end off, I'm going to speak a little bit about the under-18 nationals that we did host. Hockey Canada, I think they got a good look at what the town has to offer. And I'll certainly go on the public record saying we're ready to host another event, whether it be next year, 27, 28. I think we had the facilities, we had the staff, we had the professional development available to upstage an even better tournament in the near future. So Hockey Canada, if you're looking at this meeting tonight, which I know you're not, but we'll be ready if anything ever does come down the pipe for any future meetings. That being said, now we'll continue on with our order of business. New business, any other committees that anyone sits on that like to bring a few points forward? Councillor Clooney?
For the Seniors Advisory, just want to let people know November 19th, tomorrow, it's walking for wellness at 10:30 at Manuel's River and the Boyle afterwards. And on December 11th, Senior Social is 12 to 3 at the Legion.
Thank you, Councillor. Anyone else? Any other committees? Anyone's? Hearing none, we'll head on to the finance and administrative minutes, and that will be done by Councillor Barrett.
Thank you, Your Worship. Just one motion this evening. 6A, Human Resources Assistant Manager, Public Works Roads. Be it so resolved that approval be given to appoint Boyd Scott as Assistant Manager of Public Works Roads per the terms and conditions of the employment contract. So moved.
Seconder? Councillor Butler? Discussion? All those in favour?
Aye.
Contrary mind? Motion's carried.
Before, I guess, passing the baton, as I mentioned in my opener, there's been a lot of discussion and meetings on the budget, and in lieu of Deputy Mayor being here, happy to report our budget day will be looking at December 16th this year. I think all of us were at the, open house. We had a few folks come in, we had a tremendous turnout on our survey, and so lots of interest in the budget this year, and we're still working hard to get that out to residents, and so stay tuned for December 16th, and we'll get that out to folks. Thanks, Your Worship.
And just to add on to that point, I know folks sometimes have a tendency to get on social media and state their case. So, folks, just because you post on social media, it doesn't mean that it makes it to the council desk. So, again, we encourage everyone. I believe the online portion is closed now, is it? So anyways.
The survey is closed, but by all means, if you still have any suggestions, email one of us, and we'll get it in the mix for sure.
Perfect. Thank you, Councillor Barrett. Engineering Public Works, I believe there was nothing to bring forward. Next item, our planning and development. Councillor Hillier.
Yes, Your Worship, we've got 5 items to bring forward for ratification this evening, or for vote this evening. First one is 32 Farmland Lane, accessory building and home-based business. Be it so resolved that in accordance with section 5.32 of the town's development regulations, application number 5773 for an accessory building extension at 32 Farmland Lane be refused in consideration it is proposed to be used for business operations that would create nuisance and noise inconsistent with a residential neighborhood. In accordance with section 6. And further, in accordance with section 6.7.2 of the town's development regulations, application number 6024 for a home-based business be refused in consideration that the proposal includes use of an accessory building and activities that would create nuisance and noise inconsistent with a residential neighborhood. So moved.
Can I get a seconder? Discussion?
Yes, Your Worship, this is an application for permit for home-based business associated with parts storage and small repairs tied to another business repairing motorcycles, and we've had some complaints in the past of noise and disruptions in the neighborhood.
Okay, thank you. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Count your mind. Motion's carried.
59 Villanova Road. Be it so resolved that in accordance with Section 4.9 of the Town's Development Regulations, application number 6018 dated September 15th, 2025, proposing to develop a 5-meter by 12.5-meter slipway in the waters of Lampon Harbour at 59 Villanova Road and within water lot lease associated with that property be deferred until such a time that the building on the property is permitted to function as a boathouse. So moved.
Seconder? Councillor Barrett? Discussion?
Yes, Your Worship, this file has I guess, a long history. It goes back. The initial permit was approved to build a boathouse. I believe it was back in 2006. Instead of a boathouse, a guest house was built. In recent years, when we had an application to renovate the guest house, we turned it down. I won't get into the reason, but there were several reasons why we turned down that permit. So subsequently, there was a permit request for us to use the boathouse as a boathouse, which of course we approved. It was appealed, and under appeal, it was turned over, basically said we didn't have the right to tell someone they could use a boathouse as a boathouse. Subsequent to that, we feel we do have the right to make that decision. So we've taken it to the Supreme Court of Newfoundland and Labrador for a decision. In the meantime, there's an application for a slipway to go in front of this boathouse. Because of how this has proceeded, we've made the decision that we will not be making a decision on the slipway until such time as we have, as the whole thing has been settled through Supreme Court. So we're deferring that request this evening.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Count your mind. Motion's carried.
Proposed rezoning, Graham Mifflin Drive. Be it so resolved that subject to agreement of the Minister of Municipal and Community Affairs and in accordance with Section 14 of the Urban and Rural Planning Act 2000, the town undertake public and stakeholder consultation with respect to proposed amendments to the St. John's Urban Regional Plan, the Conception Bay South Municipal Plan, and the Conception Bay South Development Regulations, which would have the effect of rezoning approximately 5.5 hectares of land south of the CBS Arena along the eastern side of Graham Mifflin Drive to the regional centre, that is RC land use zone. So moved.
Seconder? Councillor Hardy? Discussion?
Yes, Your Worship, this is a privately owned piece of property adjacent to what we refer to as the Gateway. It's currently zoned rural, and the owner wants to have it rezoned to a regional centre, which is what the rest of the Gateway is zoned as. So that would be a contiguous zone, much larger contiguous area with the zoning of regional centre.
So is that the area that's, like, say, the arena parking lot? So is the area in just past it?
It's right adjacent to the end of the arena parking lot, south of the arena parking lot.
Okay. Anyone else? All those in favor?
Aye.
Count your mind. Motion carried.
Excuse me, Your Worship, before you read out the motion for 8B, I'm in conflict as I live in the vicinity.
Okay. Thought I'd lost it there for a second. 8B, sale of land, Scotts Road South. Be it so resolved that in accordance with Section 190 of the Towns and Local Services District Act, council sell approximately 400 square meters, 330 square meters and 330 square meters of land to the adjacent property owners at 72, 74, and 78 Scotts Road South, respectively. In consideration, the council is of the opinion that the real property is of minimal value to any other person. So moved.
Seconder? Councillor Clooney, discussion?
Yes, Your Worship, we brought forward intent of this several meetings ago. Basically, is land that was surplus to the development of Peacekeepers Way and adjacent to these three property owners and is really of no other use to anybody else. So we've agreed to sell it to them.
Thank you. All those in favour?
Aye.
Councillor Moyne? Motion carried.
Eight B.C. Regional Plan Amendment Referral, Witless Bay Line. Be it so resolved that the town of Conception Bay South express no objection to proposed St. John's Urban Regional Plan Amendment number 112-2025 and Butterpot Witless Bay Line Environs Development Control Regulations Amendment number 2025 on condition that development inconsistent with preservation of a potential future water supply should be prohibited. So moved.
Seconder? Councillor Moores, discussion?
Yes, Your Worship. This is an area southwest of this. This is not within our town. It's an area southwest of town, in the area of Butterpot Park, and basically the regulations there prohibit the building of new buildings in that area. What they want, the amendment basically will allow discretion, will give discretion to build new livestock buildings in that area. So they've come to us and basically said, well, what do you think of this? And really what we're saying is we're fine with this as long as it doesn't interfere with future water supply issues.
Thank you, Councillor. All in favour?
Aye.
Councillor Moyne?
And that's it from me, sir.
Motion carried. Thank you, Councillor Hillier. Recreation, Leisure Services, I believe there's nothing to report. Economic Development. Item number 11, Procurement. Councillor Butler.
Thank you, Your Worship. 11A, purchase positive pressure fan battery operated. Recommendation, be it so resolved that approval be given to purchase 2 positive pressure fans battery operated from Safety Source Fire at a cost of $17,953.80, HST included. Funds are available in capital out of revenue. So moved.
Seconder. Councillor Hillier. Discussion?
Yes, just a little background. The fans are positive pressure, which clears dangerous smoke and gases while on call so as we can clear a building quicker to search for victims and give us better visibility. We have older gas-powered ones that are heavy and take up lots of space on trucks and require 2 people to lift. The new battery-powered ones are lighter, smaller, and more powerful.
Thank you, Councillor Butler. It brings back some memories, for sure. All those in favour? Councillor Moyne? Motion carried. Item number 12, any order? No orders or nothing that to bring up? So we'll call for the adjournment. Our next public meeting will be Tuesday, December 2nd? So we'll call for Councillor Lear, seconder. Motion carried. All in favour, I should say, sorry. All in favour? Have a good evening, folks.